Alright, what's going on everybody on YouTube? Griffin here, coming back with another live stream for you guys. As I said, I'm going to try to start doing these daily, if not just Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday at the minimum. But I'm just making sure really quick before we get going that the content is going to be doing alright, which it looks like we are. So I will go ahead, make sure that my chat is popped out, which we are. Boom. So now we can go ahead here for what you all are here for, more than likely. So first and foremost, for those of you that will tune into this video for the first time and have not heard of me, my name is Griffin Thomas. I'm a almost 21-year-old internet primarily entrepreneur. I started out with selling stuff on eBay and Amazon. If you go deep into my channel when I first started this channel, some of the videos are pretty embarrassing, but I keep them all up just to be 100% transparent with you all throughout the way and let you all know my story. But started out with Amazon and eBay, went from that to selling t-shirts on Amazon merch, with Teespring, T-Chip, whole bunch of stuff. And then from there, I mean, I've done so many different kinds of businesses online. None of them have really, like, I wouldn't say hadn't worked out. It just wasn't my passion at the end of the day. And now that I'm running into the stock, I still do them, by the way, from time to time. I need to actually give them a lot more love. But as of now, my main focus is the stock market. I love numbers in general. I always loved numbers growing up. I've been into like stocks in general since I was like 13, 14 years old, following price of oil to see how much gas will cost and whatnot. So I mean, this is just something that's always kind of gravitated to me, if that's what you want to say. But I just really love numbers, and when I found out that you can literally start on a platform like Robinhood with as little as like $100, I mean, you should have at least $100 at the minimum to me to even start investing. That's the minimum. But I mean, with the free commissions and whatnot, I figured why not, let's go ahead and dive into it with awesome guys like Ricky Gutierrez. That's who I learned a lot of my info from, and the TechBud Solution Group in general. Like I said, I'm in no way affiliated with them whatsoever. Like, they're not paying me to say their names or anything. They're just a good group of people overall. They have like thousands of members, and they've really helped me a lot. And from there, obviously, I formed my own opinions on certain stocks. And yeah, I bring just everything to you guys that I feel will help you guys achieve with your account. Just like I said, I'm never going to tell you guys what to trade whatsoever. I'll give you guys all my stocks that I look at, watch, what trends I'm seeing with them, where I'm trading them. As you can see, I've been planning out drip pretty good recently, and I'll be talking about that primarily tonight, as well as a few other stocks. And tonight also, if anybody jumps in the chat, if you have any questions about specific stocks, or really any question really I'll answer, but like if you have any stocks specifically you want me to analyze, I'll do that for sure. Just like I said, if you don't hit me up in the chat, then I don't know, I can't read your all's minds at the end of the day. But with that, we'll go ahead and get right to it. I just want to make sure that the chat and the stream are doing well, which they seem to be. We seem to always have at least one or two watching. So if anybody is watching, shoot something in the chat, even if it's just you're a complete idiot. I know that'd be wrong, but go ahead, say whatever you want. It's YouTube at the end of the day. But as you can see, we will start with drip. I've been in love with drip lately. I've loved to day trade it more than swing trade it, to be honest. Obviously today, I mentioned last night, if you saw last night's stream, that I had no money to day trade today, which I really wish I did, because drip, gush, all of them, we're seeing pretty decent movements today, some decent day trading possibility. Obviously, still waiting on JDST to pick its ground up. Don't know what's, I'm going to analyze that a little more today. I'm not too freaked out about it or anything. I know it will go up to probably 60 bucks at some point, just a matter of when, but we'll get into that in a minute. But as you can see with gush, been actively trending down, but has this lovely pattern where it kind of goes up, gets rejected, goes up, gets rejected. Obviously, it's still trending down, so what's it going to do? The highs are going to get lower, and the lows are going to get lower. So as you can see, recently we just hit a low. I think today actually was when it hit 1177. Let's go ahead, but overall, like I said, as it trends down, just look for lower highs and lower lows. So let's look at today. Today, it had a pretty decent sell-off in the morning hours. If you were to wait for the confirmation here right around $12, and you went ahead and rode that puppy up to say you went ahead and covered profits at $12.70. Let's get the calculator pulled up. Love the calculator, of course. Let's say you just got a 70-cent profit off of $12. You're looking at, boom, almost 6%, guys. That is why I wish I did have the money to invest today, because I saw this trend unfolding. I saw this once. I knew once it got up, there was a slight resistance here. It looked like, zoomed in just a little too far. It looked like there was a slight resistance here right around this like 12, 15, maybe not. Maybe it was right here, because I was watching it pretty early on, and I was like, wow, there's a little bit of resistance here for about 15 to 30 minutes, right around the $12 mark. So yeah, it went back down roughly to like 11.86. Then once it went back above 12 and got to like 12.15, I was like, okay, this is going to keep trending up. For how long, I don't know, but I'm guessing if we go ahead and zoom back out here, I was guessing it would get at least up to about 13. However, I never want to ride it up completely, because I mean, you never know. This right here, what I actually drew out right here, might be acting as a resistance now. Because as you can see, it did go up briefly into after market hours, and what it did in pre-market hours, sold off, kind of got rejected by that resistance, became a support for a minute, bounced off of it, but what did it do? It got rejected again. So I mean, the resistance might be, it's between here, if I can draw, it's between here and roughly here. So between $12.75 and $13 is the resistance. As you can see, it's got up to $13 multiple times, pretty close to $13, like $12.90 to $13, and it's gotten rejected just about every single time the last day or so. So, and obviously, with it trending down, you can look for these highs to continue to get lower. So on Monday, I look for the high to be roughly around like $12.75, $12.80. Unless if we go back here to just the 5-day, yeah, I don't really see this reversing in any shape or form. It doesn't really show no signs of a reversal where it's going to start trending back up or anything, at least not for the time being. I would say at least another week at the minimum. So yeah, I look for Monday, I look for this to continue to sell off. I do look for it to possibly make another new low. How low? I'm kind of, I wouldn't say guessing here, but let's go ahead and go back to the 20-day. Yeah, I look for it to probably hit around 1170, maybe slightly lower. But of course, you don't want to buy it while it's going down. You want to wait, confirm that it is bouncing, as I like to say, or confirm that there's a little reversal. Like say it gets down to 1170, I would wait probably till 1180 at least before I got in. But that's just me. You guys can obviously do your own due diligence and invest whenever you wish. But I would look at the RSI indicator, MACD, all of your just indicators, and make the best decision. Let me see if we got any questions so far. No questions as of now. I'm going to go ahead and get a drink real quick. But yeah, so I am still overall pretty excited about DRIP. Now, could I be wrong, and could it like not? I mean, I still look for it to like make a new low. But however, I did draw this line because I do think over time we will see it. I mean, you could swing trade this in all honesty, guys. If you wait for it to sell off and see how low it goes, and then buy at the bounce and go ahead, because I'm not saying my trend line's 100% right or anything. Not at all, actually. It might be slightly wrong. I might need to go ahead and just delete it now because I don't want to confuse myself on Monday. The only reason I drew that out was because that's what I seen it doing for like 2 or 3 days. It might continue this pattern and go on up to like 13.25. However, the reason why I don't see that happening is because pretty much every time the last 2 days that it's gotten up to 13, what's happened? It's gotten rejected each time and it's made new lows. So I don't look for it to really go above 13. If anything, I look for it to stay under 12.90 on Monday. But I could be wrong. It could hit 13 again. I just don't look for it to break above that 13 resistance. And as you can see, similar things have happened. If you look in here, it struggled to get past 14. What did it do? Sell off. And then it did get back up to around 14. It actually got damn near 15 for about a day. And then what happened? Sold off big time. So, I mean, you just keep making new lows, keep making new low highs, as I like to say, so to speak. But like I said, just use your indicators, look at the pattern, analyze it to your best abilities, and if you don't get this pattern, if you don't understand it, then don't invest in it. Don't invest in something just because I'm in love with it, I like it, I see the potential. If you don't see the potential, return on investment versus the risk, if you don't like that, then move on. There's thousands of stocks, but I'm just giving you an example of one that I'm in love with right now. Got someone messaging me on Let Go. I'm trying to sell a bunch of stuff, so what? I can invest more in the stock market, of course. But yeah, so what's the inverse of drip, guys? Gush. So if we look at Gush, what's it done? It got up to about $25 today. What I say? I pretty much called it out. I said it would get near 25, boom, and probably get rejected. Sure enough, it did. It's down to 22.94. How low will it go? I think we're probably going to see somewhat of a bounce here. That is why I also, you got to take all these things into consideration when you're doing ETFs. So since I think Gush is going to bounce, there's a support here right around $22 to $23. Or at the high 22, like 22.80, 22.90 to 23. You get what I'm saying? I look for it to bounce off there, and we will see it probably reach above 25. I don't know why exactly I marked it at 25. I think that was actually when I was investing, thinking I was going to swing trade it. But anyways, point being, obviously I'm not too good of a swing trader. I just don't have the patience for it. For those of you that do, you're probably going to do better than me in the long run, but it's just my trading style. I like day trading versus swing. But swing trading is better for those of you that have the 9 to 5s, 8 to 4s, where you don't have the opportunity to check your phone quite as often. I'll talk about that further in detail in another video, but I do look for it to go ahead and bounce here. I think we're probably about as low as it's going to get. It might get slightly lower, probably like 22.90, but I look for it to go ahead and bounce on Monday, and I do look for either Monday or Tuesday for it to hit probably 25 to 25.40. My trend line here might need to be pushed up slightly that I've drawn out, but I do look for it to definitely get above 25. So if you calculate that, let's say you want to wait for it to hit $23 before you go ahead and get back in, and let's say you just sell it off at 25, you're going to get a $2 profit. $2 profit divided by your initial investment of what, 23? Boom, look at that, guys, 8.7%. That is some really good growth. If you can average that every day, imagine I'm not going to say you're going to average that every day. You can. The average trader averages about 4 to 9% daily, sometimes 10 or even higher. So, I mean, this is not out of the realm of possibility for like every day or every couple days. But just imagine 8%. That's $8 for every $100 you invest. So if you get about 5 shares of Gush, you're going to have what? Like, I just had a total brain fart. You'd have like a $10 return. So just something, like I said, think about. If you don't, like I said, if you don't see the potential here, don't invest in it. But that is why I love the inverse ETFs, especially when they're just on this roller coaster of bounce, 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 just back and forth. I just love that kind of roller coaster because you can literally hop from one to the other. When you see Gushes going up, then stay away from drip for now and focus on Gush. And then when you see a sign of a possible reversal on each of them, go ahead and dump Gush, get back into drip. And I mean, you can do the same thing with JDST, JNUG, UGAS, DGAS. I thought I got rid of UGAS and DGAS, but I scrolled down. But I mean, that's why I love ETFs so much, because for the most part, as one, for like, I would say almost all the time actually, as one goes up, the other goes down. Let me go ahead and check the chat really quick again. So we don't have any questions. I'll go ahead and ask you guys a question since no one wants to post one. What stocks are you looking out for this next week? So I guess I'll ask you guys a question instead. Maybe that'll be a way to get you guys to get me to talk about a stock you all are interested in. I'll go ahead and check on Snapchat here in a minute too. Let me make sure the stream is still doing all right. Stream's still doing all right, and we're doing pretty decent on time. But yeah, so like I said, I'm still in JDST. Got a few shares of that. Obviously, it kind of freaked me out today when it went below 50. Obviously, I thought there was a solid support here around 52 to 53. It broke through that support, but obviously RSI showed it was way oversold. Bouncing back up, I think it might have finally reached its lowest point. I do see it going ahead and getting back on up to, at the minimum, we might see a new resistance here around 55. But I think over time, I think this is probably going to be one of my longest swing trades, because I mean, I know that JDST will get back up to at least $55 to $60 at the minimum. We're just looking for, was it / GC, if I remember right? Yeah, I'm just looking, because look, as you can see here, / GC, pretty much as this goes down, JDST will go up. Obviously, it's been going way high, which is why JDST has gone way low lately. And if you zoom in right here, you can see that it's kind of started taking this, it's kind of, for the first time in a while, it's slightly going under the EMA indicator, this light blue line right here. So with that, and it's showing obviously way overbought for like all day today. So I mean, I look, the volume has dropped a lot too. So what do I see? I see Monday and Tuesday this starting to kind of really have a huge sell-off. How huge? I don't know, obviously. I mean, look, just, well, what are we on, 20-day? The 20-day alone shows us up over $19, which is about 2%, about 1.5%. So I mean, it's gone up a lot. This is futures, by the way. Futures trade into the weekend. So what does that mean? I'm going to watch how this trades throughout the weekend. Let me go ahead and zoom back out here. If it goes down like how I predict, I don't know why I keep doing that, I look for it to go ahead and probably have a huge sell-off this whole week, which is why I said JDST is probably going to be one of my longest holds. Actually, Acre was, because that was a horrible stock, but I'm not going to say horrible stock. It's a good day trade stock, but I'm going to hold this probably, I would say, at least through middle next week. Just depends. Like I said, I could be wrong here and it could bounce back on up. I don't see that happening, though, in all honesty. I look for it to get ready to have a pretty decent size sell-off. I look for it, maybe not quite this far or anything, but I look for it to sell off pretty far. I mean, what would that be from a percent standpoint? You're looking at, I think we're going to see at least a percent correction. So you're looking at right here. So I look for it to drop about $15. So it's just something to look out for right now. We're currently at 1347. If it gets below 1340, I think we're really going to see JDST start to go back up big time. Obviously, it went up like $2 from where it hit its low. As you can see, it hit $49.97. It's currently almost back up to $52. So yeah, it's back up $2 in less than a few market hours. Started taking a really positive trend up the last few market hours of the day. And as you can see, I mean, the RSI is still pretty low. MACD shows it's about time to start going back up. So, yeah, I'm still fairly excited about JDST. Obviously, I'm kind of on edge about it. If I were to do things different, I would have hopped all over JNUG, especially with my, I mean, I definitely did not get this one right. But, like I said, I look for it because this goes straight hand in hand with GC. So look, it has the same formation here as GC. GC looks like it's getting ready to start trending back down. So what do I see with JNUG? I look for it to go ahead and trend back down. And looky there, I have my resistance right up here around $15. Look, it got close to $15. Boom, getting rejected more than likely. It's doing about the same thing it did here when it got around $14.62. I drew my trending lines right here where I thought that it would trend down, obviously. Because it got rejected here, got rejected here, got rejected there, and obviously it got way past. I thought that's why I did think heavily that JDST was a good buy. If you remember right, this is where I bought somewhere right in here because I saw the trend and I figured, okay, we're gonna go ahead and see it continue to trend back down, right? Obviously, as you can see, I predicted that did not happen. I mean, it is probably still gonna happen just later and a lot higher than I thought. And that's why I went ahead and draw that trend line right there. Once I saw that it was starting to go back up, I was like, okay, well, it might test the new resistance of $15, around 15 to 15.40. So obviously it got close to 15, boom, getting rejected. More than likely it's looking like. I'm not going to say it is 100% sure, but like I said, it's definitely something to watch over the weekend. Watch /GC, and we'll see what happens. Let me see if we got any questions again. No questions as of now. Make sure stream is still doing okay. We still are. I'm not going to make this stream too long because here it's already going on 9 o'clock at night, and I'm sure wherever you guys are, if you're in Eastern time, it's pretty much time for bed. It's like 10 o'clock, and if you're on the West Coast, you're probably still just getting off work or something. I don't know. If you see this video, let me know where you guys are from, because I know I looked at like my subscribers, and I have subscribers in like 20 different countries, which is pretty cool. But let me know where you guys are from exactly, because here before long, whenever I quit my job, moved to Texas and whatnot, I'm obviously going to be making some pretty decent money at that point. So I'm looking to travel, and if you guys seem to be from some pretty cool towns, I might try to meet you guys up or something. But yeah, I want to talk about Snapchat too. I didn't really get to look at it too much today. I was actually pretty busy at work for once. But looky there. Looky there. I'm actually pretty shocked by that. I got that pretty damn right. Let's go ahead and just zoom in right here. I drew my trend line. Like I said, I put, if you remember, I think it was yesterday or the day before, I put alerts at $17 and then around $18, because if it broke above 17, I thought we were in fact going to see a reversal and then go ahead and trend back up to 18, which obviously would have been $1 profit, which would have been what, about 8 to 10% profit, not quite 10, but about 8% profit. So like I said, I marked it there. I do have it also marked at 1578. Why? Actually, I don't know why, to be honest. I might want to go ahead and delete that. I think because I might see a support right here around that. But for now, I'm going to, if I can do that, maybe. I don't know what to do. Come on. Oh well, there we go. Anyways, let's go ahead and I don't know what happened there. Go ahead and zoom back out. Like I said with my trend lines the other day, I said I look for it to possibly either break the $17 barrier or I look for it to get rejected. Looky here, guys. It's getting right around the trend line that I drew as a possible resistance. And look, it's having trouble breaking through it. So I look for it to go ahead and trim back down. I look for it to make a new low. I don't know if this line, or let me go ahead and zoom back out. I think I'm a little bit too far in. Go ahead and zoom back out a little more. Maybe not. I don't look for it to maybe, I might have this trend line, my bottom trend line slightly too low because obviously where I think over time we will see it probably bottom out. If it doesn't have a reversal, I look for it to go as low as 15 or lower. But for the time being, I look for it to maybe bounce off right around like the 1550 mark. I think that's where we'll see our next bounce. And then from 1550, I look for it to go ahead and make a new low high, of course. I look for, let's see, we got as high as what, around $17, and it got rejected. So I think we'll see our new high roughly around, say, 1650. So I mean, if it gets down to what I say, around the 1550. So I mean, if you get 1550 to 1650, what's that? Another dollar. So I mean, if you get in, let's say, or let's not even say you get the whole dollar. Let's say you get 80 cents. So you get 80 cents profit because you want to wait. Let's say you got in at 1570. Just as like an example, I'm not saying this is like a good entry point or anything like that. Obviously, you need to just follow the trends day by day and see what happens. But let's say you got in at 1570, sold off at 1650, 80 cent profit. Boom, there's your 5%, guys. Like I said, 5% a day, you're going to be making some good money over time. If you make 5% every single day, put that in perspective for you guys. If you make 5% a day in just 20 trading days out of a month, when there's usually about 22 every month, if you make 5% not every single, but like on average 5% a day over 20 days, you're going to double your account. Simple as that. But let me see if we got any questions. Wrong one. No questions still. See if we got anybody tuned in. Still got one person watching. Somebody's loyal. So yeah, like I said, I don't want to drag this out too long. We're already going on 22 minutes. But I just want to bring you guys a few stocks that I was looking out for, even though I did not invest. Like I said, I did not invest in anything today. However, I actually made some good money on order up today. I made like $30 in about an hour or two. So yeah, I made more than I budgeted for the month or whatever. So that's awesome. So all that money that I make extra going straight into my investment account, and I'm planning on selling a few things for about $100 or so in the first thing in the morning. So that's another $100 added to the account. Like I said, find any way possible. Sell so much stuff that, I mean, I wouldn't go as far as sleeping on the floor, but just sell so much stuff that like people think you're going nuts, and add that stuff to your account if you are out of debt. Obviously, I have a kind of crazy situation going on where, I wouldn't say crazy, but just a situation going on where I'm temporarily putting my last credit card, paying it off on hold until I can make enough money doing this where I can quit my JOB, just over broke as I like to call it, because they're putting me on the midnight to 8 shift. So yeah, there was some words said about that for sure, but yeah, so that's my situation. But anyways, like I said, unless if you guys have any final last questions, I'll go ahead and keep it pulled up here. But if you guys have any final last questions, now is the last time I'm going to take them for this specific video. But for tomorrow, I don't think I'm going to have a live stream tomorrow, just because it's actually my girlfriend's birthday, and we're going to be doing stuff for that. And like I said, I got some stuff to do. I'll do some order up. I'll be selling some stuff, make some money, make some money, make some money. No days off here. It's easy to not ever have a day off when you don't work a day in your life, when you love what you're doing. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Hopefully you guys did like it and gain some information from it. If you did, definitely make sure to smash that like button, share it with some friends, or subscribe if you're new down below. And yeah, I mean, this playlist, the whole stock market lessons, they are increasing by the day. I'm uploading 1 to 2 videos a day, stock market specifically, and I have other playlists about how to get out of debt, how to just achieve financial freedom, make all kinds of money online, be it Amazon, eBay, stock markets, etc. So like I said, if you haven't seen any of those videos, check them out. I have playlists specifically for each individual thing, so to make it even easier for you guys. But yeah, that's it for this video. Hopefully you guys did like it. I'm not going to repeat myself. But until next time, guys, keep on going out there, making those profits, achieving some financial freedom this year. And I will see you guys in the next video.